Tom is a supervisor at a call center, where phone attendants field calls from the general public who need help with customer service or troubleshooting their new camera. Now that the camera company has launched a new product, Tom is noticing more calls from customers confused about the various features of the device. Attendants try to explain the devices to their new owners, but the calls seem to be ending in angry or frustrated customers who exclaim they will just return the product and get their money back. Tom is questioning whether it's the camera causing the problems or if something is being missed and handling the phone call appropriately to mitigate the conflict and keep the customer happy and satisfied. After listening in on a few calls, Tom has decided to look at the various reasons that conflicts occur in customer service and resolution techniques he can pass along that will help solve the problem. There are many reasons that conflicts or disagreements develop. It might be a problem at work between two coworkers, an issue at home between a parent and a child, or even a situation at a retail store between a customer and an employee. Whoever the conflict is between, there are several common denominators that Tom can look to determine the root of conflicts in general. Different values or beliefs. This is typically ingrained in each of us, even from our childhood. Talking with someone who does not share our values or beliefs might cause a disagreement to occur. Personal style differences. Because we're all unique beings, we all have our own way of doing things and can respond differently to a situation than even a friend who is accompanying us. Differing perceptions. If I think a situation happened one way and you think it happened another, there can be conflict due to how each of us perceive things occurred. Inadequate or poor communication. Frequently, conflict happens simply because of miscommunication, such as not relaying information about an extended warranty on a product purchased by a customer. Contrary to expectations. Have you ever expected someone to show up for a lunch date at noon and they didn't arrive until 12:30 p.m.? You expected them to be on time, but what they did was contrary to what you expected of them. Out of sync goals. If we go back to our cameras, perhaps customers are expecting the new product to perform in a way it wasn't designed to. A customer's goals for a product may be out of sync compared to the manufacturer's goal for the product. Outcomes dependent on others. Perhaps the cameras are faulty or defective in some way. It is not the fault of the customer service representative, yet they receive the brunt of customer complaints because of their position rather than the manufacturer itself. Because we're all different, how we respond in the midst of a conflict varies as well. Can you identify yourself in one of the following resolution styles? There are a number of resolution styles. All have advantages and disadvantages, though some styles tend to be a little more successful in consistently resolving conflicts at work. Let's go through the most common resolution styles. Avoidance. People in this category tend to ignore conflict, hoping it will go away on its own. Typically, this only causes more problems when the issue resurfaces later. Compromise. Compromise allows both parties to obtain some of what they want and give up other things they may consider less important. Compromise is a partial resolution to a problem in that neither side gets everything they were asking for. Competition. When you compete, that means there's an automatic winner and a loser. In the case of customer service, care should be taken not to make the customer the loser, which can result in them taking their business elsewhere. Accommodation. In general, accommodation means allowing the customer to win, which can be crucial for retaining happy and satisfied customers. Collaboration. Collaboration is a win for both a company and a customer, meaning both sides put away any frustrations, try to see the other's perspective, and work to reach a mutually agreeable solution. Understanding that conflicts can arise as a result of a variety of interactions and reasons, and being able to identify your personal approach to dealing with a disagreement can help you better understand ways in which you can work to resolve those issues quickly and efficiently. Let's dive into some resolution techniques that can help temper customer service conflicts. Have an open mind and listen. Allow the customer to voice their concerns. Use the correct mood and tone. Remain calm, be empathetic, and stay neutral. Don't react to angry outbursts with outbursts of your own. Focus on identifying underlying issues immediately and work toward finding common ground. Identify a point you can agree on and use that to stress cooperation in seeking a resolution. Use silence, soft language, and timeouts if necessary. Don't interrupt a customer when they're speaking. Use language such as likely or typically rather than the more harsh always and never. Allow a break for yourself and the customer if a productive conversation is not happening. Focus resolution efforts on the issues. Don't get sidetracked into name calling or finger pointing. Follow established conflict resolution procedures. These may vary from call center to call center, but might include preparing and using a pre-written script to help resolve conflicts. This could include apology language, asking questions, or using empathetic speech to diffuse the situation. Conflicts are a natural part of life, particularly in the company-customer relationship. Conflicts can arise as the result of multiple things, including differences in personal style or beliefs, poor communication, or out-of-sync goals. Identify how you handle conflict. Are you an avoider, a compromiser, a competitor, an accommodator, or a collaborator? And which does your company want you to be? Finally, work toward resolution by having an open mind and an empathetic tone. Listen to your customers and focus on their issues to seek a prompt resolution. If possible, follow established conflict resolution procedures, such as using a script with conflict-appropriate language.